Hello my soccer universe and welcome to another unpacking video. Yes, there have been a lot of unpacking videos on my channel. I promise there will be more topical work coming up relatively soon. However, due to vacation and a lot of stuff to do at work, I actually didn't have the time to prepare anything better for now. So I would say until the end of August, the least, there will be mostly unpacking videos on this channel, but they're fun. I've been buying quite a few jerseys, so it's always fun to see an unpacking video. And I guess the jersey in the background and the jersey I'm wearing give it away. It's gonna be a jersey from the best team in Europe. I would even argue best team in the world, even though they lost that World Cup final. But that seemingly was a little bit more of a fluke than anything else to me. PSG have been, at least this year, the best team in the world. Absolute stunning stuff they have been playing. And to be honest, PSG has always been my team in France, kind of. And it's all due a visit in '94 to Paris with my class. But yeah, I have a jersey here. I actually bought a vintage football area, but I stole it away. I said, this is a jersey I want my family to pick a time, a place to actually gift it to me. And you know, I always wanted to have it. It actually fulfills a purpose. I mean, if you look here in the back, I have 3 home jerseys. I still find this my favorite PSG home jersey. But I have also the 2 others where they've reached the Champions League final. The winning jersey here as well. And I want to show you. It will soon be made even look a bit more nice. I have number 7 and I have Kvaratskhelia. Will go on the back of this jersey. I just have to find the time to spend some time printing jerseys. I have a bunch of jerseys to be printed and we'll see all about that in a video probably coming somewhere mid-September, I would say. You know, a lot of stuff going on at the moment. But yeah, you see, I have 3 home jerseys. I have 2 away jerseys in white. A classic PSG away jersey, kind of a reverse, not quite of this pattern here. The red stripe remains in the center. And then the famous brownish jersey, my only brown jersey so far, that is kind of Louis Vuitton inspired, but not sponsored by. And that one I found for relatively cheap, and it's an amazing jersey in a way, although brown is not my favorite color. However, there's one color missing, and you know, PSG have not played a lot in that color, but it's actually their original color. And so this is the color that is in this parcel here that my kids made. It's very iffily packed. There's no glue whatsoever. I have to tell you the story. I have been finishing a project at work that I've been working on for over 2 years. It has finally seen the light of day and they have decided they will surprise me. And you know, in vacation time I can take them to the office here and there. And so I go once to the office and there's the parcel sitting on my spot. And yeah, that was actually quite nice. I actually didn't unpacking right there and then. I mean, I opened up a teeny bit just to have an idea, you know, but I kind of knew what's in there. But I will open it up fully here in front of you. I'll give you a short glimpse. The red is very, very popping. Yes, that's the original color for PSG. I want to have a red PSG jersey for quite a while, to be honest. And there have been a few candidates out there that I like that were realistic to get. I mean, the obvious one would be to complete the 1920 collection here with the red away jersey. However, the only good thing about it, that would have been the Jumpman logo on there from Jordan. Other than that, I don't really like it. It's not that red. Then before that, there have been a couple of red ones that were really nice. But the one that I chose fits nicely in this corner there. I mean, all the jerseys would have fit there, maybe except for the away jersey. But I think it's the best red jersey the PSG have had. Maybe one that was around the 40th anniversary. Potentially a little bit better. But this one I really, really like a whole lot. So 1, 2, 3. You see it already. It's the one from the first season with Ibrahimovic, the 12-13 away jersey. And it's a real pretty one, I have to say. This is when Nike actually really still produced some quite outstanding stuff. It has this Nike material that's on the inside kind of bubbly, but I absolutely love that fit in a way. Then you see the shadow striping horizontally is quite nice, and what I really like that it's kind of framed in the navy, so you kind of balance out the crest. And this is still the, I don't want to say old style crest, because this is the old style crest, but, and you know, there is no PSG or Paris Saint Germain written around it, it's just the Eiffel Tower logo. But you know, this one is fine as well. I really like that one better than the current one, because there the Eiffel Tower looks like Mickey Mouse style. But this actually looks really, really, really nice. I absolutely love the look of that, and I got it in my size. This is a jersey that I've been looking at for quite a while. They had it on Willhaben with, I think, even Lavezzi on the back, but it was an L. And I thought this might be the type of jersey I actually would like to wear. And so yeah, it would have been a decent price. I ended up getting it for somebody else, so I did buy it, but not for me. But I said I want to have this for me, and I want to have it actually in a nice condition, so it's a blank that I can actually wear it, because it's a really, really nice shirt. Found this on Vintage Football Area. Think it cost me around 60, but I had percentage off as well, so you know, there you go. It was 20% off. They had a summer sale, I guess, and that's when I took advantage of that, and I'm very, very pleased. And this season PSG also wearing a red third jersey. There's a nice little detail that maybe is a little bit overlooked, but if you look here on the inside of the collar, you see here PSG with the white here and then a blue in the middle. This is more or less this look, but blue and red reversed. And now I'm wondering, wouldn't it be nice to see a jersey in the Estea look, but in red main color and blue down the center? I think this would be really interesting. I mean, we have seen with the white down the center and so on, but a red majority one, basically take this one and flip the white and the red, and maybe gonna go blue down the center. I think could be a really nice PSG look. So let's hang this one up to complete the set. Okay. I think I have now all main colors that PSG ever were wearing. I mean, the French national colors in blue, white and red. As I said, red was their original color, and then they came up with this absolutely gorgeous design that they should wear way more often. I think my PSG collection is quite nice, I have to say. Yes, maybe I have too many, but you know, all of them kind of look differently. We have this classic look with the royal blue. I have the two away jerseys in two classic styles. I have the other two home jerseys, which one is a more modern take on the classic Estea look, whereas this one is what they have been doing as of late, to not have the stripe as broad but a little bit slimmer down, and add to it that these two home jerseys are the ones that were worn in Champions League finals. In this one they, of course, at least in this design without a sponsor, they won the Cup Winners' Cup in '96. Are there any other PSG jerseys I'm looking at? Yes, of course, there are always jerseys that I'm looking at. I think the one that I really would love is, of course, the away jersey from the past and this season with the Eiffel Tower design. Although I have to say, while I find it a great idea, I don't find it as great of a jersey anymore, but still, it's a classic design. I would love to have a Jumpman jersey. And I would also go again to the 1920 season with the French flag down the center. But you know, there have been others as well. But that basically concludes it. I mean, yes, one with the off-center stripe look from the Ronaldinho era that they have just released. That all looked nice. But I think I'm overall quite happy with what I have here. There is one, I bought my wife this how to say, fashion dress in Jordan colors in a dark red with golden accents. I think this was then the 2021 season where they had this away jersey. It's those colors. So having that jersey probably would be nice to kind of match up, but I was not so fond of the jersey, to be honest, either. But yeah, my PSG collection for now. Let me know which PSG jerseys do you have in your collection. Also, how do you like this red jersey? I have to say it almost is the best in here. I mean, that away jersey here behind my shoulder is probably design-wise my favorite. Then this one and maybe then the red one, although many will say the Louis Vuitton inspired one. But I have told you, brown is not my favorite color, although in this case it actually looks quite nice. In any case, give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video. Subscribe to my channel if you want to see more videos like these. And yes, If you're waiting for my match review videos, I have a podcast and a second channel where you can actually watch. It's called My Soccer Universe Football Talk. So please subscribe there as well. In any case, give me a thumbs up, subscribe, and I will talk to you soon about more things in my soccer universe. Bye!